Everybody, it's Tanya back with doing the water kefir my way. You guys all know that I started doing the water kefir. You know I do the kefir grains, the milk kefir all the time. So I'm doing my water kefir and I'm also going to do my milk. So I'm going to start back doing the milk kefir. I'm going to do another video today on that one. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also invite any of your friends that will be interested in hearing a little bit more about kefir. Now, Keefir actually was originated in the Caucasus Mountains in Russia. Never been there, never seen this place, but these are grains. So these are something like the yeast that you buy, and you have to take the yeast and turn it into dough to make your, how you make your flour, you fermenting things. So what we're doing is the same thing, but we're doing it with water and we're doing it with our dairy product. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this. Like I told you, I let mine sit for about 72 hours. So you kind of look and see, and if you can see that really good, you can still see there's bubbles going up to the top. And there's kefir grains still moving up to the top. So if you can see that, you can see these are still living organisms that's still doing what they need to be doing. So these are my water kefir grains, and I have juju berries in here and apricots. So I'm going to strain this and get them all out of there. I think that's all of them because it's not a lot. They're starting to multiply some, but not a whole lot like I'm expecting. This is my new batches that I'm doing with the water kefir, and they're coming out pretty good. I'm liking them. I don't like a whole lot of the actual carbonation in them, so I try not to have so much of that in there because I don't like all that in there because I don't drink pop. So that's one thing about it. I don't drink pop. So these are the apricots. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see the apricots. Let's do this way here. So this is all I have in mind. Let's do it this way. Okay, so that's apricots and juju berries inside of the kefir grains. I'll come up a little bit closer so you guys can see that. So that's it. That's all I've been using all this time since I've been making it. And I'm only making this for myself. My daughter doesn't drink it. Only I'm drinking it. I'm getting her to drink it. She had some today. So I'm going to take these, the fruits out of here. And these are the ones that I'm going to put back in. So these are my fresh juju berries, and what I did is just took a pinch of them. So I took a pinch of juju berries and I'm cutting back on the apricots to 1, and I'm using a smaller container because I want them to see if they're going to start multiplying for me. So I want them to multiply more than what they're doing. So I want to see what's actually happening here for me. So let's go ahead and take out the juju berries real quick. So let me pause here for a minute, take all the juju berries out, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, it's Tanya. I'm back again with the water kefir grains. What I did is rinse them off a little bit. So this is what they look like after I took all the juju berries out. I took all of them out of there. Okay, I took the apricots out and rinsed them out. So this is what I have left from my juju berries. So I'm gonna for my water kefir, which I do love. And I need to get a cup so I can drink some of this for you guys again, right? That filled it up. Okay, so I'm going to cut back a little bit. I'm going to get a cup. Not a coffee cup, but a regular glass. Regular glass. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and taste this for you here in a minute, but I'm going to show you how we're going to go ahead and make another batch. So we're going to make another batch using the sugar. So I'm not going to use as much sugar as I did before either. I'm cutting back, and I want to try to see if I can get more for less, huh? Because these feed off the sugar. These grains are feeding off the sugar. So that's about, I don't know, a heaping tablespoon. Let's go for that, alright guys? Let's try that and see if that's enough to feed our babies. So I'm going to feed those guys that much water today. That much sugar. Okay, and I'm only going to put this much water just to the rim. Because what I'm trying to do is see if I can get them to multiply a little bit quicker for me. So let me stir this up. Because then what we do here is try to get all the sugar to dissolve. So when it gets clear again, then we're ready to work. I don't mean to cover my face up. Okay, so the water's clear, as you may see. Okay, clear water. You see that clear water? Okay. Now, Put those in here. This is my fresh apricot. My fresh apricot. And here's all my jujube. So what I did is took a pinch of them out of the bag. And a little bit about the actual jujube brands. This is 100% natural. And actually, guys, there's some good stuff in these jujuberries. They said jujuberries have long been recognized for their health benefits, which, I've been reading on that as well. And there have been benefits far in Eastern medicine. They have an excellent source of antioxidants, which is a good thing. Also, vitamin A and C, which is an excellent thing, as well as for vegetarians, a form of protein as well that contains essential amino acids. So this got a lot of good stuff in there, and it also contains over 20 traces of minerals. So that's why I love the jujuberries for the minerals, and I use like raisins and things like that as well. But this has a lot of minerals like potassium, iron, zinc. You're gonna get a whopping benefits from the jujuberries. So I'm only gonna use a pinch in here, and so let's go ahead and add those into here. Okay, so I hope you can see everything I'm doing. I'm adding them in here. And then I'm adding 1 apricot. So these are soft apricots, and you can grab those at I think I might have them at the Dollar Tree or Big Lots. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and pour my Keefir grains back in here. So what I'm going to do is get those back into my water. And I always use coffee filters to cover mines. Same thing applies today. I'm not changing anything. The only thing I did was change some of the amounts of the sugar, which they feed off of the sugar. So I'm going to stir this up again. As you see, those babies are all happy to be in there and getting ready for me to let you sit for about another 24, I'm going to say 48 to 72 hours, because that's the way I like mine. So let me get my coffee filter. This is what's going to go on top. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so I'm covering this up. I put my sugar in there. I put my jujuberries in there. I put 1 apricot. So we cut back a little bit, about a good heaping tablespoon, or a little bit, maybe a tablespoon and a half of sugar. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and tie my babies down with a rubber band. And just be careful when you're tying these up, because sometimes you can accidentally kind of spill a little bit. So let's tie this up really good. And the reason why we cover these up like this, so we don't get any gnats or anything in them. So if you have ants or anything like that in your house, tie this up good and tight. But we don't want those gnats in there, because they will destroy our grains. I'm telling you, they would. And there's one that fell out. So this is a grain close up. Let's show you a few more. And here's a grain, and this is what they look like. They look like little tiny cauliflowers, and these are trying to grow. So I have some bigger ones in there, and then I have some small ones, and I can eat these. These are good. Like gummy bears. Okay, so let's pour this without making a mess, right? And I did it. I didn't make a mess. And I always do this, and I always drink it and let you guys see me enjoying my Keefir, my water Keefir my way, which is very delicious. Here it goes. I know I'm probably smacking because it's really good. So this is the apricot jujuberries. Try it. Let me know if you like it. Thank you for visiting me on my channel. So come back and see me again. And don't forget to subscribe, okay? And I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back with you with the Keefir, milk Keefir. Bye.